What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video I want to talk about if we're going to get the release date for LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga during this Gamescom period. So, as I've talked about this Star Wars game a couple times already, and I know kind of people are a little bit frustrated. Some people are still very, into it. Some people, aren't really fazed by it. For me, this is just something that I just want the release date. We've talked about it before, right? In the trailer that came out, back like in May, there was the accidental, kind of leak of the release date. They took that down. They re-uploaded the video without that in it. And then ever since then, there's been absolutely nothing. Now, they had promised us news in the coming weeks. We got a leak a few, I think late last week, on the main menu of what the main menu is going to look like. So things are picking up in a way. I think that it still is very likely that this game does come out sometime this fall. Okay, I really hope it doesn't get pushed. And honestly, Gamescom, with what Jeff Keighley seems to be doing, okay, and what he's kind of been talking about, I feel like this game fits in really well. Now, I guess I should start out by saying this. A game like Star Wars or Lego Star Wars, games like Harry Potter, right, stuff like that, they're not going to be a DC fandom. So if people are expecting that they're going to get Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Sagas, release day at DC fandom, that's flat out just not going to happen. Again, Gamescom is just the week after, August 27th at night, and then a couple days after that during the day. Jeff Keighley said there's going to be announcements throughout the next couple weeks, so he may announce things early. He said there's going to be brand new reveals. He also said they're going to be showing / talking about, having something on 20 plus games. Honestly, because again, I've talked about what could be at Gamescom, what could not be, and as the days keep going and as Jeff Keighley keeps talking, which again, as I've said, love the guy, I think he does a great job, but these events, especially this event, really seems like it's not going to be that big, okay? Maybe in terms of quantity, it's going to be big, but at the same time, I think in terms of like the content, the kind of big stuff that's going to be shown, I just really don't think it's going to be all that, something. However, Lego Star Wars, now, firstly, to not diminish its value, it's a big deal. It is a big deal. It's a game that I think a lot of people have been waiting for a very long time. Honestly, I've been waiting for. While I didn't like the last two movies of the newest trilogy, I still want to play them in Lego form. I still want to play all of them kind of brought back to life and honestly, this time, the best possible way, right? So I think it's going to be really exciting when this game comes out. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be probably one of the better Lego games. It's going to definitely be the best way of playing the Star Wars games. There's no doubt about that. But at this point, we really need to start getting a release date. If this game does come out in October, you can't let us wait too much longer. Again, it doesn't mean that the game needs to come out tomorrow or the next day, but you do have to give, when you announce a release date of games, right, and I've talked about this with other games before, you got to give them an okay amount of time, okay? I've said this numerous times with several games, and yes, there are some games where you can announce them and you can, and I get it. In this case, you're not announcing it. It's already been announced. So what you're basically doing is just having a release date trailer or whatever, and then the game can come out whenever. You don't need it to come out 4, 5, 6 months and ahead of time. You know what I mean? You can have it be a shortened time, but if it's October, middle of October, let's say, then you need to announce it right about now, okay? Give people around 2 months to prepare for it. I think that makes the most sense. Gamescom makes the most sense. A game like this seems to want to be paired with an event. Now, that's just kind of my assumption with it, but at the same time, I don't know, a game like this can survive without an event. You don't need the event to be able to, announce the release date for this. It's a Lego game. It's a big Lego game. There's a lot of people that I think are kind of completely outside of the gaming genre that would be interested in something like this. But at the same time, again, we're at that time. So honestly, out of all the stuff I've talked about Harry Potter, I've talked about Batman, I've talked about Dying Light, I've talked about a lot of games that I've, asked, could they be a Gamescom? Lego Star Wars. Now, again, at Gamescom doesn't necessarily have to mean August 27th. It doesn't have to mean the 28th and 29th when they're doing like the developer, showcases during the day. It could mean just over the next 2 weeks as kind of a part of a lead-in to Gamescom. Jeff Keighley says, hey, we have this surprise for you. Let's give you the release date. Let's give you a new trailer for this, a game, and let's give you the release date for it. I think it's kind of right up that alley. I think because, again, to not kid ourselves, Gamescom is not the biggest thing in the world, okay, with the biggest games in it, and Lego Star Wars is not the biggest game out there. So they both kind of fit. They're both kind of that middle territory of being big, and I think they honestly fit well with each other. So guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Do you think this game is going to get announced over the next couple weeks? Do you think that mid-October date that was originally leaked, do you think that's going to stick with it? Do you think it's been pushed in any way? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to this YouTube channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up, and I do a brand new video every single day on this channel, and so I hope to see you guys for tomorrow's video.